Hello, welcome to the top 5 best things of this season of Fortnite so far. So, as you can see, number 5 is Sprinting and Mantling, which is just an absolutely brilliant addition to the new season. I thought it was really exciting at the start of last season, Season 1, Chapter 3, where they put the skidding in as well, like the whoosh, the sliding, which just added, it seemed to add a whole new level to the gameplay and something else for players to actually master as well. But with the sprinting and mantling, it just makes it feel so much more exciting as well, since you can just like go around at whoever and just start sprinting. It's kind of like parkour. That's what my son said it was like anyway. He said, "Oh, Daddy, look, it's parkour," which is brilliant. But it's yet again, it just adds something else that the game was fine without it, but with it in, I think they could take it, I don't know, maybe even further if they got some mythics or something as well to improve with it. Could you imagine if they still had the Spidey web shooters in as well as this? It would just give a whole different feel to the game, and I'm really enjoying it, although I am rather terrible with it. But regardless, it is just so much fun right now, and I can't wait to see what they may add later on in this season, or maybe even next season, because I wasn't expecting it at all. And I feel like it just fits in with the theme as well of this season, which is just so far off to such a great start. And yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So number 4, tank and turrets. Now, I'm sure everyone by now has had a go in either a tank or turrets. Yet again, it just adds to the whole feel of the resistance, as this season is called. And the tank is just absolutely absurd, for lack of a better word. It's so much fun just going around trampling things, shooting people, especially with the thermal option of it as well. It's honestly, I mean, even if I'm not in a tank, I still get quite excited about seeing someone who is in a tank as well. It really does feel like a war, or like you've actually got something to fight against, which is a tank, obviously. And the turrets as well, whilst the siege cannons aren't that fantastic. I mean, I'd like a bit more mobility with them, but this is just my opinion, obviously. But it's still fun just blowing stuff up. I mean, come on, who doesn't like blowing stuff up? Or shooting yourself out of it as well. But I think the tanks, obviously more so than the turrets, it's just so much fun. So much fun. And I'm so glad to put it in. As well as the cow catcher as well, which is something I wanted to mention as well. Honourable mention. Because yet again, you can just throw the mod on a car, and then you're away, and you just go and destroy everything. It's absolutely fantastic. So really loving it so far this season. So number 3, no building! Ah! This one would probably go in a top 5 best and a top 5 worst with the no building. I'm not sure about anyone else, but a lot of the time I just get like set upon by another player, and I'm like, oh, quick build, but I can't. So it's good and bad. That's why I put it right in the middle, no building, because it does make it feel like not necessarily like a whole different game, but building has always been a massive aspect and really important mechanic of the game. But without it, it is. I think it's actually quite refreshing. I mean, I'm not very good at building on Minecraft. Minecraft? No, sorry, Fortnite. That's what we're talking about. I'm not good at building on Fortnite at all. Not by comparison to other people who are actually good. I mean, my son's better than me again, but yeah, I think it's really nice I think it's a nice touch this season. It won't last for the entire season, obviously, but yet again, it just adds to this air of the resistance being downtrodden and not being able to do what is necessary, so to speak. And I'm really enjoying it. And I'm not sure if they did it deliberately with the sprinting and mantling as well, making it more of a necessity. But um, I am genuinely enjoying the no building. It's so different, and every match is going to be more different because of that as well. I mean, that you get to the last five and the storm circle, the zone is like tiny, but no one's building gigantic towers. But yeah, I can see why people would be upset by the lack of the building, but I, for one, am not, and I'm taking it as a good thing. 2. Milestone Quests. So, last season, in Season 1, there was a few quests that I'm not sure about. Yeah, again, it depends on everyone else and what their opinion is, but I could not get all of the quests done. But there was one. Which one was it? It was rebooting teammates, which I couldn't do, but then again, I don't typically play squads. And the heal so many times with a health pack or bandages. But last season, there was, what did they add? They added guzzle juice and the med spray. So it's like, do you really want to use the bandages and the health packs where you could just use these brilliant new items as well instead of that? So I had a more difficult time doing that. But this time round, I mean, it's not 8,000 XP per milestone that you reach. It's only 7, but they are so much easier this time around, as well as the one for traveling a certain distance on top of a car or truck. I mean, I didn't get any of that done at all, not even like the first one, which is quite embarrassing. But this time round, I think it's going to be a lot easier for people to get up levels, especially if they don't really enjoy the grind. Some people do, though. I mean, I know I do. I just like getting the battle pass finished as soon as possible. So yeah, I think that is a really good improvement, and is definitely one of the best things this season. I hope they add more. Okay, and number 1, island changes. I think this island is just absolutely phenomenal. Yet again, this season's resistance and the changes to it, and everything that I've already mentioned in the past 4, all sort of direct it to this war that is going on, and the island changes, just massive craters everywhere else, new IO buildings, new resistant buildings from the 7. There's craters all over the place. There's the airships, there's battlements and turrets and blockades and everything else. And I honestly just think it's absolutely brilliant. The sprinting and mantling comes in, it makes you feel like a renegade kind of person. And I think the changes are so well suited to it, and it really does make you feel as if you are in a war and no one can just sit and hide in their towers or anything else. It's so much fun. It's so aesthetically pleasing, as well as the new weapons as well, which I didn't actually get to mention, unfortunately, and I should have. But yeah, it's just absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to see where this season goes, and if they are going to change anything else and how it's going to change. But I just think it's absolutely brilliant thus far, and I can't wait. If you think anything else should have made it on the top 5, then let us know in the comments, or don't. And as always, please like and subscribe. The support